It is obvious that everybody wants to make money. However, sometimes in our bid to make more money, we get our fingers burnt. We end up maybe losing money to an investment or something. Maybe due to some mistakes that we make due to lack of knowledge, ignorance here and there, emotions and all of that. In this video today, I want to discuss with you about common mistakes that people make in investment and how to avoid them. My name is Oyedele and you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel where we talk about faith, family and finance. If you're new on this channel, you're welcome. If you're not a newbie, it means you've been with us for some time. If you're a newbie, please don't forget to subscribe immediately. Your financial education is definitely on this channel. So let's dive into it. Common investment mistakes. All right, so mistake number one is overinvestment. It might be overinvestment in fixed asset or overinvestment in a particular asset class or overinvestment in high risk asset class. If you invest so much in high risk asset class, the problem is that volatility can make you become poor. You end up losing your money if you don't understand how the market works, because you might become rich at this moment and just in a matter of seconds or minutes you are completely broke because you overinvest. You concentrated all your investment in a particular asset class, and that asset class is high risk. The other side of it is when you invest so much in fixed asset. Let's say all your investment is in real estate. The problem with that is that it is not easily liquidable. You cannot wake up today and say, I'm selling this property, I'm selling this land, and then you get a buyer tomorrow. It is not possible. So in case you need cash flow, the problem with too much of investment, over investment in fixed asset, is that it's not easily liquidable. You can't convert it to cash immediately. How do I solve the problem of over investment? Create a diverse investment portfolio. Learn to buy some stocks, invest in crypto, invest in REIT, invest in tangible assets. Just have a diverse investment portfolio. That solves that problem of overinvestment. So second mistake that people often make again is not thinking of cash flow. You see, cash flow is king. Before you begin to invest, you want to ensure that your basic necessities of life, your day-to-day cost of living is sustained. You don't just hear about an investment and you take all your savings, your emergency funds, you pack everything together and dump it in an investment. That is crazy. That is really dangerous. You might get your fingers burned. What if it just didn't turn out well? What if there is a life circumstance that happened and you need money immediately? So you have to think of cash flow. And a way to solve this problem is for you to have your emergency funds. Ensure that you don't take all your savings and divert it into investment. Separate your savings from investment, have an emergency funds, and ensure that the way you live your life, you are able to sustain. You still have an income on the side that can sustain your day-to-day living. The third common mistake is focusing on reward. The problem with focusing on reward is you will neglect risk. And the moment you neglect risk, there is actually no investment without a risk. So sometimes, we are taken over by greed. You just hear that something is paying well, this particular stock is performing, and you didn't do any research, you didn't do anything. You focus on the reward and you just dive in. It might be the moment you dive in that things will turn around. So before you dive in, you just want to take your time. Don't neglect risk. Calculate your risk. Find a way to minimize your risk, and then you can go ahead to invest. Don't focus alone on reward. Do not forget, risk and reward go together. In fact, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. The lower the risk, the lower the reward. However, never neglect risk. This number 4 mistake is really common. I think I found myself in this shoe at some point in my life, in my investment journey, which is following the crowd. People have their speculation about markets. People have their sentiment about investment. Somebody can just pitch something to you, and because you trust this fellow, your emotion just take over you and you begin to invest without making any consultation, without having any form of education, without necessarily understanding what you want to invest in. So the best way to solve this problem is follow the rule of investment. Don't invest in what you do not understand. If it requires that before you invest, consult with an advisor, consult with somebody that is like a specialist, a counselor. Do all of that. The price you pay for consultation will never be up to the price you pay for the risk that you neglect. So don't follow the crowd. Do your due diligence before you jump into any investment. The last mistake I want to talk about today is lack of patience. You see, sometimes you just hear a news that something has happened and immediately you want to pull out of your investment. The problem with that is you are negating the potential that the market offers. You are withdrawing yourself from the benefit of compounding interest. You see, nobody gets rich overnight. There is nothing like gets rich quick. Everybody gets rich slowly. Wealth is built. Wealth is not a magic, it is built. So when you hear something happen about investment, before you take any decision, sit down. Don't rush out of investment out of impatience. Like recently, the stock market kind of had a pullback, and a lot of people were like, oh, I'm withdrawing, I'm converting my investment to cash, I didn't want to lose money. But just few weeks after, again, the market started going up again on a uptrend. If you have opted out of the market, definitely you've truncated the benefit of compounding interest. Let me tell you this. Warren Buffett started investing at 11, I guess, and we didn't hear about Warren Buffett until he was 43. That means he has had a 32 years track record before his investment could even make him a millionaire. I think he became a billionaire at the age of 65. There was different economic season between the time he started investing and the time he actually became a billionaire. Guess what? What if he had pulled out of the market? What if he had withdrawn his investment and said, no, I can't do this. I can't tolerate this risk. I can't take it. We will not hear Warren Buffett today. So in order to maximize what the market offers, don't pull out of the market because you hear something. Do your analysis. Go back to the drawing table. Understand how the market behaves. The behavior of the market is so dynamic. And that is what happened to every investment. It's not going to go trendy up every time. There are downtimes. And you just need to understand that even the downtime, they don't last. Okay? So maximize compounding interest. Albert Einstein said something very profound. He said, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. The moment you pull out of market due to impatience, you definitely cut yourself short out of the benefit of compounding interest. So be patient. Don't make a decision in a haste about any investment. So let's wrap this video up. Here are common investment mistakes that people make. The first one being overinvestment either in a high-risk asset class or overinvestment in fixed asset class. The second one is not thinking about cash flow. Converting all your savings, into investment is not a wise decision. The third one is impatient, pulling out of the market without allowing the market to explain itself. The fourth one is following the crowd. People say, and because of that, you put your money in. You don't want to do that. The fifth one is focusing alone on rewards and you begin to neglect risk. Meanwhile, there is no investment without any form of risk. So before I go, let me tell you this. The worst form of investment is not investing at all. And this is the reason why sometimes people find themselves, when you don't invest, you put your money in a lot of liabilities, you buy liabilities instead of assets, or you begin to sink into debt. Okay? So if this video has blessed you and you have enjoyed all the information from this video, share this video with your friend. Let somebody subscribe. Subscribe if you're a newbie or you're just passing by, you just come across this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, drop a comment. And again, we'll see you next time. Don't forget, make more money and manage your money well.